But fingers crossed.
Let's go, Tommy. Tommy Finn out of Australia.
Yeah, Tommy. Nice kickflip.
It's a really good kickflip, that. It's the nose blind slide.
Gunning it.
Yeah, back up for that.
Man.
No. See, at this point there, that whole right, breathe, compose yourself. It didn't happen, move on. Whoa, there you go. Lovely.
Yeah. Sometimes you can still make it happen with the bail, because sometimes that bail motivates you to go even harder in the rest of the run.
Yeah, I sort of notice, I mean, guys like yourself, like you bail and you just throw everything out the window and try a super difficult trick you haven't done yet.
Yeah,
Is that like just trying to catch up to yourself and recover?
Yeah, I've done that a few times in contests where you bail.
Team USA and Jamie Foy currently in 14th.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this full run. It's a special run.
He is like the crowd's favorite, the pros' favorite. You see that bail, but
yes,
he's hustling.
That's what I like to see.
He is not going to be phased.
Bung on, fakey crook. There's the heel flip. Proper Jamie style there. Backside tail slide. Do you know what? This might not hurt him. I'd like to see the full run from here.
A lot of people will be shook by missing a first trick. Definitely not Jamie Foy.
Taking that awkward line out over the hover to the backside 5-0. There's the back nose blunt.
I love the use of the quarter pipes.
Great recovery. Up to front side blunt slide. On the bump to ledge. Step up. Coming in. Fakey.
Get it, Jamie.
Whoa, yes, Jamie. Jamie Foy battling away with this frontside 180 switch, feeble grind, gapping over the driveway. There it is. I mean, if
not the mind of the skateboarder, I think he just, for his own self-will, wanted to make it.
Yeah, grinding over half of the rail there.
Yeah, pressure cooker, but no one else can deal with it. Maybe a Najee Houston.
Kickflip back lip, back 780 fakey nose grind. So same run so far. Go with what you know. Taking the crooked grind back down and across the course.
Yeah, I mean, just briefly mentioning it, but the recovery on Jagger with his confidence. I spoke too soon, but yeah, man, he is such a smart competitor. He bounces back so quickly. Look at
jumping
that.
Straight onto that blunt kickflip. Switch backside nose grind.
There's a lot of people that would be like, I'm out of it, but this dude's like, no, I'm hustling, man.
Half cab frontside blunt. And that's
like it was nothing.
Do you know what? It's going to be a bit of relief. So trick 2 of 5 for Jagger Eaton, going for this backside kickflip.
Back to it,
Fakey
and he
grind.
makes it.
Yeah, hanging that toe over to control it. There you go.
Boom.
Turn everything off and drop in. Like yesterday when I hurt my ankle, I had to just turn, like it hurt really bad, but I just had to turn it off and go skate.
I couldn't believe the second run you put together after seeing your slam. So props.
Joe here going off, kickflip front board.
Yeah, there we go. He's got rid of those first run nerves. It must be pretty gnarly for Joe. He's not got to this position in the competition before, and skating with the biggest names in skateboarding right now. He's got to stay composed. Oh, okay, switching it up. Okay, I think because he didn't make that first one, he's like, oh, you know what, I'm going to step away from it, not get caught up. And sometimes it's that game that you play with yourself where you're like, oh, that's not happening today. And it's hard to go back for the same trick that messed you up, right?
We were talking about...
But with a 49.59, he definitely needs to start laying down those harder tricks. Coming in, front side kickflip,
nice.
50-50. Replay for trick number 1.
Boom.
Landed quite high up on the hover there as well.
Both those names you threw out there, I used to skate in European competitions a bunch in the 90s.
So Joe Hinson, gap out frontside blunt slide.
With turning pro and pro contest.
I'd say big time, because when I came into this contest, I already kind of knew like what to do and kind of had the contest scene figured out.
Amateur level contests are not that different than pro contests these days.
No,
and there's
they are
that
not.
540 again.
Double flip.
Oh my God, double flip. This kid is insane.
Jinwoo has a big bag of tricks, and I think it's only going to get bigger. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Going for the bigger flip on the quarter pipe.
He's got like such a unique bag. Everyone knows don't try a 360 flip backside. Maybe to fakie.
Going for that one again. Currently in that 8th place position.
Let's gap out front blunt, kick flip out. We watched him do that 50 times yesterday.
Well, yeah, chucked it down in practice. Onodera in 8th place with 29.31. Yet to score in the trick section.
Yeah, there's that positioning with the feet.
Wow,
and there it is.
But that's just about to change. See where that score's going. So gap over the driveway, land in the frontside blunt slide, and then kick flip out to fakie.
Yeah, that's not usually where you see him sitting.
With 2 trick attempts left.
Wow! Oh my lord!
Kick flip. So kick flip takes the board all the way over to front blunt slide.
And the course is slippery, man. That
yeah.
hanging on.
It's quite exciting when Braden drops in because you don't know what you're going to get.
You do not know what you're going to get with Braden. He is a wild card. He skates the course so much differently than everyone else. Grinding up rails, doing crazy gap to grinds you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell he's a raw street skater, which it's always cool to see a raw street skater pull it off and skate a contest well.
Yeah, there's not many dudes that can do both. It's far in between.
Kick flip back lip.
Stay on.
So good. So far, 10 seconds left. We want a clean run from Braden.
Wow, there it is.
No way.
Thank you very much, Braden. Wow.
That
we
was
said
incredible.
Earlier we said, you see, Braden rolling in, cruising across to that driveway. Oh, going gap front blunt fakie, but it looked like. But obviously, you want to get that first trick out of the way and get as high a score as you can.
It looked like he barely hit that truck. That might have thrown him off a little bit.
Yeah. Nose grind.
He's going back to it.
Changing it up, is he? Yeah. Okay,
kick flip
nose grind
for the final trick.
For me personally, I want to see it, but hey, I'd like to see him step it up because I also want to see him go through to the final.
We talked about not dragging your nose.
Full run because from that first little sneak of what he's got for us, it was bonkers. So starting it off, switch, front nose grind,
yeah.
Switch flip. That was a better switch flip than the first one as well. Fakie frontside grind.
Love that.
There you go.
Some flavor in the run.
Oh, switched it up already as well.
Wally nose grind.
Yeah.
Straight over the top.
We're going to see this kickflip frontside lip slide fakie again, or is he going to go forward?
Oh,
yeah, taking it forward,
yes.
hanging in there.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hanging on.
You can hear the crowd absolutely going wild for him. Big spin front board fakie, just hang in there. 7 seconds left on the clock. Time for one last banger. Let's see a full run from you, Vince. Switch front nose blunt slide. Oh, no way. Wow. Milou.
Yeah, and you hear the French section just cheering him on. Crowd favorite. There it is.
Wallop. Check out the pop on this.
Boom.
Catches it so high.
Couple feet
and then you
above
see
the
him
rail.
stamp it down.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you're coming with me. Watch this. The back foot.
Oh,
catch,
look at
stamp
2
it
feet
down.
above the rail.
Yeah.
At least.
Huge. Vincent Milou already landed that first trick he tried to get done. Whoa! So it comes in switch, which is
Boom.
like writing with your left hand if you're right-handed.
Perfect landing.
Let's see this. Vincent Milou from France.
There it is. Wow.
So check out the catch. Boom. Back foot steered it round. Just cruising away.
Such a good flick right there.
Yeah. And again, there isn't anyone else frontside heel flipping that out there. Okay, run number 2 for Gustavo out of Portugal. Backsmith.
Backsmith on a square rail is scary. Sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, you can almost hear that kingpin just digging into the top of the square rail.
Yeah, you could see it when you're out practicing, all the marks from the kingpins.
Wow. Stepping it up.
Time.
I think this is a smoother run so far.
He looks a lot more confident this time.
Yeah, and get those first run nerves out of the way. Yeah, everything looks like it's clicking perfectly this one. Still got just over 10 seconds. Taking a sit down out of that one.
That rail is kind of tall too for how short it is. Come on, Gustavo, stay on. One more trick.
Yes.
Fakey.
So we talked about that.
Currently in 6th place, looking to change that up right now. Wow, there you go.
Away from that score. He definitely did it here.
Yeah, perfect execution on that.
So crazy. An extra varial in there.
Yeah, 360 flip and a bit. Second trick was way up there with the 89.93. Dropping in for trick number 3 now. Back to the handrail. What? There you go. Wow. Here's that replay. So up into the nose grind. You see that foot? Now that 90.39 for trick number 3. Where's he going with this one? What? Up in the 9s again. I'm going to call it.
So there's that gap into that nose blunt, just locking in. Alley heel out, and look at the stoke on his face. To quarterfinals, to semifinals, to finals. That's like 4 contests.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot on the body for sure.
Ooh,
Richard Turi out of Slovakia.
Yeah, heel flip.
Czech Republic.
The heel flip master.
That's one you don't see often.
There's that nose grind. Good to see him switching out with the flip back tail.
Yeah,
he does get locked into the heel flips like this.
So Jake, you're someone that rips contests and also makes amazing video parts. What's the difference between, you know, let's say shooting an ad photo or a video part and coming out here in a contest?
I'd have to say the contest is a lot more mental preparation, whereas in the streets it's more
let it flow.
Let it flow, yeah. Like just go out with your boys, and if you get something, you get something. I mean, sometimes it's wow, big heel board.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Yeah, that was insane.
A lot of heavy moves for the trick section. Wow, heel flip, front side tail slide. So here you go, coming in, heel flip, front tail fakie. Slid a good amount of the rail as well. And the judges won't miss that.
He had just enough height there.
Yeah, it's like the board folded onto the rail and was like, hey, get your foot on me. Slovakia, we have Richard Turi. Into that familiar heel flip position. Big spin heel flip, board slide.
You know, you're right. Like his scores, he's sitting on a 78.06 from the run section and an 84.5.
And we're taking it round to Japan and Toa's first run.
Get it, Toa. Nice. Back nose blunt.
Do you try to start your runs with a feel-good trick? Like something that, necessarily, it's not a hard trick, but something that feels good to just get that buzz.
Exactly, yeah. Something that you know you're going to land. Something that you can build momentum off of.
And you talked about that goldfish memory.
Yeah.
How big is it to end with a bang in your run?
Oh, it's probably one of the most satisfying feelings. It's like that last bit of ice cream where you just get that taste. You're like, oh, yes. That's what you feel at the very end of your run. Like Toa's approaching this last trick.
Whoa, okay.
He was hyped off of that.
Solid run and time to spend.
Toa sitting just outside of the top 8 there.
Whoa, we saw that. So you see the board flip round, catches it, then pushes it round.
Yeah.
So gnarly. Wow, so good. That front foot catch. He's been trying this cab back nose blunt fakie. Are we going to see it on the last trick attempt? Oh no, playing it. Okay. So 57.94 needed for this score. Pretty sure it's going to be enough, Chris. That would put him in that 8th. Aurelian as well. Charlotte Him, on the female side of things as well. They are smashing it. It's great to see.
Nollie backside feeble. I feel like you don't see that one much.
No, you have to nollie so high over the rail.
It's an awkward trick, for sure.
Yukito's another one of the Olympians. He was out there in Tokyo with us.
Yep.
Great style.
That's what strikes me is his style.
And is there like a special bond from anyone that went out to the Olympics? Because it was such an awkward situation with the COVID times going on, and it's like, hey, you were there as well. Like, is there like a little bond between everyone from that?
Wow, crook nollie heel. I'd say we definitely recognize each other, that we all went, and nollie big spin back there. There you go.
Wow, that was the switch it up. I think maybe because of the start. Yeah, coming in fakie on this one. Caballerial. Back, looks like fake. Intelligence of how the competition works. There you go, Caballerial. Backside lip slide fakie. You got to get that truck all the way over the rail, but like Jake said, there's quite a low get on, so it opens up the options to that. But the right away is so far. So, trick number 3 of 5 for Yukito. Oh, okay. Changing it up. Judging that
let's
on
take
its
a
own
look.
merit, but also against everything else. Okay, didn't quite go in.
Yeah.
Wants to shake off that 55.43. Wow, that's definitely going in the bin as
The entire time.
But the timing's different when you're taking off on the nose. You've almost got to do it a little bit earlier than you think. And he caught that perfectly, steered it round, and you could see how stoked he was.
Hayes and the whole Canadian team, and they are doing an amazing job. Especially learning under Ryan DeCenzo. I'm definitely the mastermind, the final specialist. So I'm definitely stoked to be a part of that team, and I'm stoked to be representing Canada.
I didn't know you had the Canadian in you.
Yes, sir.
Props.
Born in London, Ontario, baby.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Thing is, for myself and Chris, wow, that was hell of a Caballero heel flip.
Wow.
For us, it's strange. Well, not so much now. We've been around so many competitions, but back in our day, you didn't have coaches. How much does a coach help you? Is it like more in trick selection, or like helping you step away from maybe getting stuck doing a trick in the trick section?
Yeah, so a lot of these.
Some impressive run section scores so far.
Setting up for that heel flip. Back lip, fakie.
Trick section. He's got a great chance of sitting on the podium.
I'd love to see a freeze frame of that. He caught it about 2.5 feet higher than the rail. Look at that. Wow. And got a really good long slide for catching it that high. Over to Kairi Netsuki. Coming in heel flip. Back tail fakie. So you've got to catch this one and take it over the rail as well. really, really well.
Still, great skateboarding.
Okay, and continuing the Team Japan show, we have Yuto Horigome starting off with a switch frontside tail slide and a 360 flip 50-50.
He just looks so relaxed on his board, especially for how difficult his tricks are.
Wow, and he just does, it's all those awkward tricks like that that really, really push him so far further than anyone else. I mean, he's doing tricks that no one else does because they're not only next to impossible tricks, but no one wants to do them because they're so awkward.
100%.
Front blunt, taking it back down the course. Whoa!
Heel flip board.
Right here. I really don't know. How's he going to one-up himself from the run section?
What?
Just like that. Awkward. So check out this replay.
Nollie all the way around.
You've got to clear the rail, get the truck over, and then land back down. Gets a good old grind on that. You see the front foot holding that in position as well. Okay, just outside of that top 8, Yuto. Oh, that's a horrible, the awkward way as well.
Back to an 180 nollie, landing fakey 50-50. Yeah.
So, Kyrie, trick attempt 5 of 5. There it is, heel. Here's that replay, catching it real high as well.
Perfect timing.
Stamping it down into that frontside feeble grind.
Making it look proper.
Loving that crouch on the way out. In that trick section.
That hustle was incredible.
So we're taking it back to France and run number 2 for Aurélien Giraud. Starting off with that gap out, backside lip slide, turning it around with the backside 50-50.
Yeah, is he going to change things up or stick with that same line and just try to stay on?
Looks like he's staying on the same line so far.
Going to go for the massive tray flip.
Yeah, I think he knows he's going to have to get one big banger in to be in with a chance. There it is! Chris, wow. I don't think anyone could do a better big 360 flip than that, and I definitely think that had the pow.
Yeah, the back foot was definitely catching the board as well as the front foot.
Maybe a little bit later, but it was very, very powerful. Or something happens, they can scratch it and they don't get it docked as a repetition.
Doubling up on a move.
There you go. Backside. Here you go. Well, front foot having a little skip there on the grip tape. Next 2 tricks done. Someone else is looking pretty comfortable, but in 13th position, he wants to jump up. Is Aurélien Giraud and the knowledge replay. It's like he waits for the board to spin. So pops, right, okay, now put your feet back on.
Yeah, straight up power.
I thought he was going to kick that one away. That lead and move him further up the heat. Whoa!
I mean, we thought the big 3 was big, and then he adds a kickflip to it.
No hand down, and the way he rides away, he's like, what? Okay, yeah, there you go. So look at this, catching it, turning the rest of it round, but not getting his hands down and just, you know, wow. So run 1 of 2, 45 seconds on the clock for Brazilian Giovanni Viana.
It makes it look so easy.
Yeah, fakey ollie and a fakey hurricane. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do that trick.
There's the nollie crooked grind. So Cordano, now the course is in the shade. Does that change up anything much? I mean, it's obviously cooler, but can you see better out there?
You know, definitely it kind of messes with you just a little bit, you know, but a lot of the skaters out there, they're really focused, you know, so going from the sun to the shade, that quick adjustment can mess with your eyes just a little bit.
Yeah.
But right there, as you see, as he's approaching it, it goes instantly to the shade. Doesn't affect him at all. Beautiful.
So we are taking it back round to the top of the heat. Trick attempts 3 of 5 and starting it off with Giovanni. Yeah, glad he got that out of the way. Trick attempt 4 of 5. We are back to the top of the heat.
He needs
2 last tricks available, and there's one done to just get through.
Yeah, there we see that cab touching the truck for a second, going into a front blind. Standings.
So getting the rock fakie to tee himself up for the fakie pop. Whoa! That is, here we go, coming in fakie, which is backwards.
Blind front half cab, backside Smith grind.
Yeah. Check out that line and how you can hang on to that to bring your shoulders round.
Kid.
Okay.
USA, we got Nigel Houston.
Pretty sure you know who this guy is. Nigel Houston dropping in for run number 1. Beautiful backside Smith grind there.
It is crazy how slow he goes and gets to the very top of that bump.
Yeah.
Arguably the most competitive, successful skateboarder in competition history with street skating.
Yeah, Nigel absolutely smashes it. But like you say, he does all his tricks properly. He's not happy if he doesn't. He's like, I'm going to grind this as far as I can grind it, whether I flip in or flip out.
Exactly. And he utilizes every bit of the course as well.
Yeah.
Seeing that
there's
cab
no
heel right
skipping
there.
obstacles.
Wow. Makes the hardest of tricks look so easy. Sneaking in the half. Attempt number 1 of 5 for Nigel Houston.
All right, let's get it.
That is a way to start it off. You've got to stay warm. And to just drop in and do that is so impressive. It shows just how much skill and ability he's got.
Focus.
Yeah. 90 on the board to go with that 84.22. It's trick number 2 for Nigel Houston. Oh, wow. Out for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's so gnarly. There you go. Switch heel. Switch lip slide. So already got 2 90s on the board with that 84.22. Nigel Houston coming in for trick 3 of 5. He's beaming right now. Nollie heel flip, backside Smith grind. Perfect.
Yeah, so there's so many things that have to go right there.
On a 9-stair rail. Locking that one in. Wow. So good to see. And here are our final results. Richard Turi making the cut with that 2.67. The heel flip king in there. And as we said, sitting in the middle of the pack, we've got Yuto Horigome and a couple more Japanese skaters below him. And then Aurelian putting on the show and sitting in that 3rd place position. Giovanni Viana in 2nd place. So good skateboarding from him. And of course, as always, amazing skateboarding from our 1st place qualifier through to the finals, Nigel Houston. Gutted for Gustavo, just getting knocked out in the final moments of our competition and sitting in that 9th place. And Jamie Foy down there in that 15th position.